Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know it's still January, but I'm the type of girl that goes by like holidays. Like I just focus on what holidays comes next, and next for us is Valentine's Day in February. So I decided to do a Valentine's Day makeup tutorial. If you want to know how I got this look, then just keep on watching. As you guys can already tell, I have my one eye already done. So I'm going to zoom you guys in and we're going to do the other eye. The first shade I'm going to take is out of the Jaclyn Hill palette, and it is this transition shade right here. And I'm just going to run this in my crease with a big fluffy brush. The shade is literally like the perfect transition shade for basically every look I've done. I use it on pretty much all my eyeshadow looks. I've officially hit pan on it, which is sad, but I mean a good thing because it shows I'm using it, but it's still kind of sad. Okay, the next shade we're going to take is this single eyeshadow. I think it's from Makeup Geek. It's called Barbie Girl. I'll look it up whether or not. It's either from Makeup Geek or Morphe, I'm pretty sure. And the reason I'm starting with my eye makeup today is because this look does involve glitter, so it does get pretty messy. And once that's blended out, we're going to go back in with that same transition shade on that first brush we used. And we're just going to blend again right at the outer edge. And just really blend the pink and the transition shade together. Just blend and blend until your hand feels like it's going to fall off. Now I'm going to dip into my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. And we are going to take the color Love Letter, which is just fitting for this occasion. And we're going to take this again on the inner and outer corners, but we're just going to run it lower than what we did with the hot pink color. So I'm just placing it in the outer corner and then lightly blending. Then I'm going to place it in the inner corner and just lightly blend that. Just focusing it on the inner and the outer corner, and then I'll go and I'll just lightly connect the two really low in the crease. And it's okay if the middle of your lid starts to get messy because we're just going to clean all that up eventually with some concealer, so don't worry about that. Now we're going to go back in with that same transition shade and just once again blend out the edges. Now to add some depth into the inner and outer corner, I'm going to mix this reddish brown shade and then this like plummy brown shade together. And with a very, very light hand, I'm just going to lightly fluff this into the outermost corner of my eyelid. And then the same thing on my inner corner. Now I'm going to go back in with that same brush we used for the Love Letter color from the Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. And I'm just going to lightly go over where we placed that dark color and just blend it out. Okay, but I'm just taking that same transition color and I'm just blending out the edges once more. Taking some Tarte Shape Tape, I'm going to carve out exactly where I want the glitter to go. And I'm taking this on a really tiny detail brush. Next, I'm taking some NYX Glitter Glue, and I'm placing this right over top of where we put the concealer because this is where the glitter is going to go, obviously. Now I'm taking another small brush and grabbing that glitter. I'm just going to press the glitter everywhere that we placed that glue. I forgot to mention the glitters I'm using are just these little NYX, they're called NYX glitter. I don't know what the bottom word says, palettes. Sure. And it doesn't have like a color. It just has like MGLI03, so, but I just mixed these two together to create the color I wanted. Honestly, pretty sure those glitters are only like $6 and they work good. So now we're just going to take that same brush we used before and just slightly blend the edges of the glitter where the glitter meets like the matte shades together. I'm going to take a little bit more of that same pink shade we used at the beginning and I'm just going to blend the edges. We got glitter all over my cheek and stuff right here, if you can, I don't know if you guys can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and just wipe it all away. And then another thing I like to do with a makeup wipe, especially when we have done our eye makeup first, is I like to just clean up. I like to clean up the edge of our eyeshadow and make it a little bit sharper. Now I'm just going to quickly apply some eyeliner and lashes off camera. Now that eyes are done, we're going to go in with some face makeup. So to start, I'm going to go in with my Benefit Porefessional primer, rubbing this in between my fingers and then just placing it in my T-zone. For foundation, I'm going to go in with the Estee Lauder Double Wear foundation and I'm going to mix the two shades 1W1 Bone and 3N1 Ivory Beige together because this one's too light for me and this one's too tan for me. This foundation, oh my god, where did that just drop? Okay, RIP. This right here just shows the one flaw of this foundation is that it doesn't have a pump. So you have to find ways to put it on your face. But anyways, what I was saying is this foundation used to be like my holy grail foundation until I found the Hourglass Vanish Stick and the Wet n Wild Photo Focus foundation. So I've kind of put this aside, so I want to retry it, see if I still like it just as much. Things are just falling all over the place in here. Now I'm just going to take my Morphe Y6 brush and just blend this in. This color might look a little crazy on me because it's not the best match. Always make sure to take it down my neck and onto my ears. I'm just going to quickly go over everything with my beauty blender. For concealer, I'm going to first go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. And then for a little added coverage, I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Naked Skin. And I'm just going to blend that out with my beauty blender. I'm just going to go over my under eye with my Morphe Y6 brush just to make sure that everything's blended out good. The one thing that sucks about doing your eye makeup first is that when you apply concealer, it's really hard to make sure it's really blended out without ruining your eye makeup. I have things falling all over the place in here. Now to set everything in place, I'm just going to go in with my Mercier Translucent setting powder. Just taking that on my dampened beauty blender and just pressing it into my skin. I'm just going to take this Real oh my god, I can never say that, Real Techniques brush and just dust over everywhere else. I don't like to bake my entire face because otherwise it gets too dry and powdery. So I'm just lightly dusting. To bronze up the skin, we're going to go in with the Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. And I'm going to use a really light hand with this product because otherwise it will look like a mess, because this is a really warm toned bronzer. I haven't used this in so long. I got this bronzer, and then I got, like right after it, I got the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, and so I liked that bronzer so much that I just basically stopped using this one. But this one's really good to use in the summer when you actually do have a tan, unlike how pale and ghosty I am right now. I'm just going to go on my jawline with this. Then I'll take a little bit of this down my neck just to blend everything out. And then just taking that same bronzer on a smaller brush, I'm going to just lightly contour my nose. This is my last week home for Christmas break. I have to go back to college on, I think I'm going to go on Friday. So I'm trying really hard to like film like 2 or 3 videos a day because I don't know if I'm even going to be able to film in college, because my dorm room isn't the most convenient place to film a video. So I'm going to just try and have like a lot of videos already pre-filmed so that I can post them while I'm at college. Now I'm taking my Wet n Wild contour palette and just dipping into the contour shade. You guys, I've not been able to put this down and stop using it since my drugstore makeup tutorial. So shout out to Wet n Wild because I'm addicted and it's super cheap. Oh, but another thing about going back to college is, since I might not be able to film so many like makeup tutorials and stuff, I'm thinking I might want to start doing vlogs, because lately on YouTube I've been watching like a ton of vlogs. I like, gosh, now I can't even think of her name. If I think of it, I'll put it down below. But I don't know, I just really like watching vlogs, so I think I might do like a little day in the life vlog while I'm at college. I know for sure that I'm going on vacation for spring break, and I want to try and like vlog that entire trip and like everything that we do. So let me know, comment if you would be interested in me posting some vlogs. I'm just gonna go over that contour with this brush just to blend it out because it is looking a little harsh. For blush, we're going to go in with a nice pinky blush for Valentine's Day. This is a Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Doll Face. But I'm just taking this on the apples of my cheeks and then running it back into my contour. I need to get a new camera because my camera likes to stop recording in the middle of me filming and it's not cool. And I'm also going to dust away the baking we had under our eyes. For highlighter, I'm going to go in with the Ofra Rodeo Drive. I'm just going to go in on my cheekbones. This highlighter is so pigmented and so glowy, but the one thing I've noticed, the one flaw it might have, is if you have textured skin, it does really emphasize texture. So that's the only downfall of it. Okay, we're gonna hit the other cheekbone. Just gonna go a little tiny bit right above my eyebrows. I don't like to put too much highlighter on my forehead because being that this highlighter does emphasize texture, just doesn't make your skin look as smooth as you want it to. Just gonna go lightly down the bridge of our nose. Then I'm just gonna take a little bit of that on my finger and just do the tip of my nose. Oh yeah. I'm filming in my bathroom and I just throw everything on the top of my toilet seat. Yeah, that sounds nice. I just completely forgot what I was gonna do too. Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just gonna go in with a little pencil brush and dip into that transition shade we used. And we're just going to run this on our lower lash line. If I can get my mirror open. Ah! Okay, that was dramatic. And we're just gonna run this on the lower lash line. Dip into it again and do the other lower lash line. Then we're gonna dip back into that Modern Renaissance palette and grab Love Letter again, right there. And run this on our lower lash line as well. And I'm hugging this color a little bit tighter to my lower lash line than the first transition shade so that it doesn't look too messy. And I'm going to do the same thing to the other eye. Just dipping into Love Letter. I'm just going to go in with my Benefit Roller Lash and just lightly coat my lower lashes. I'm going to go back in with that highlighter we used and just highlight my inner corner and brow bone. And before I forget, I just need to go over my brows with some clear brow gel. For lipstick, I'm going to go in with this Maybelline lipstick in this shade Daringly Nude. To set everything in place, I'm just going to go in with my NYX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.